Welcome to Healing Through Dentistry podcast,
where we redefine health, wellness, and the power of your smile.
We're your hosts,
Hana
and Eva, twin sisters, qualified dentists and medical doctors.
This is more than a dental podcast.
It's a journey into profound connection between oral health and whole body healing.
Through personal stories, inspiring client transformations, and expert insights,
we explore how dentistry can ignite energy, relieve chronic pain, and transform lives.
Get ready to discover the extraordinary ways your smile can heal, inside and out.
Let's begin. Good morning from Boston. Welcome to Healing Through Dentistry podcast. This is a special episode because we're shooting from Boston marathon time because there's lots of runners around us and it makes me smile. I love running and I love achievements and I love the goals. So that's what we do. We have all some goals and we try to achieve it. We work for them. So
we don't run this time. Last night we met a guy from Nepal and he was Nepal. He was asking us, "Are you guys running marathons?" Which I took as a compliment.
I did too, because at the custom they asked us, "Are you guys here for a marathon?"
I really know.
This time
we're here for Ganati education, which is a advanced biological dentistry surgery course. This is our fourth mode and we're excited to start. But before that, we wanted to share some stories from our clinical experience.
So I would like to talk about how teeth talk to us, a part of a physical, which we will touch on. I would love to talk about a first molar at the top on the left-hand side, because I have recently really 3 clients who have experiences, and I would love to share them with you. So firstly, the first thing in biological dentistry is to clear the inflammation, hidden silent infection, which we are not aware of mostly. I would say most of the clients, they deal with inflammation, infection, dead tooth, root canal treated tooth for decades, I would say even more than 10 years. And they feel, tiny pressure, slight tension, but they are not aware of complexity of what that would be without the hidden silent infection.
Or they don't feel anything out of the teeth. They just, it can be silent for many, many years, but we see it through the eyes of Chinese medicine. Perhaps people do know acupuncture, and you guys know how everything in the body is connected through energy pathways, meridians. So every single tooth actually belongs to a certain part of the body and influences the whole lot of the things.
And I would say over the years, what would I say is that each of us has a different level of immunity or defense of the immunity. I would say the cup is full for people differently. So we see these clients who come with upper left first molar, which is the tooth which is coming through at the age of 6 very often, and they would have signs of or symptoms of a thyroid gland. They would deal with digestive issues. They would describe to us that they have problems with the lower back pain, no tension, so they are describing mainly the very meridian, the pathway of this tooth.
Or I've recently had a lady who kind of quote unquote woke up because she was diagnosed with the breast cancer, and this tooth is lying on the meridian of the breast as well.
Yes. So
another one.
What is fascinating to us, part of this or beyond of these physical things, which we have, recently had really data as well, because after the clearing of the silent hidden inflammation, the client, she said, my acne cleared, my HRV elevated, just after we cleared the infection. So also the data from the other client who had autoimmune levels in her body towards the thyroid gland, they dropped to normal levels. So this is physical. But what fascinates me is also emotional. So how teeth talk to us this way. So this tooth is related to our desires in relationships and partnership. And sometimes it makes me smile, but it's kind of nice smile because clients, they talk about their personal stories, and one of them, she said, this was like everybody at her work, they are saying to her that she looks like she's in love. This is the one who, the acne cleared, then the HRV elevated. So all the nervous system kind of went into the very nice parasympathetic, which is resting mode. So she said relationship is thriving and she's really like in the second honeymoon. However, the other client was saying, which made me a little smile too, was that her relationships is about to finish and her partner is saying everything is after this tooth. What happened? What happened? Everything is after this tooth. So there is something beyond we could foresee, that the energy blocks are cleared and we're more authentic to ourselves. This is very fascinating. Lots of clients, they would say within the surgery that they had some insights or they had some visions in terms of, I remember my mom, she said this, my father did this. And this is very fascinating. So what could have been done with clearing the inflammation, silent inflammation in the body?
It fascinates me too, since I knew about this symbolism. We, in general, believe that everything is a mirror to us and the body is speaking to us. There are professionals who can, read through your eyes, retina, or they can read through your hand
or tongue.
We all know Chinese medicine specialists for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So as the same way, teeth are talking to you. So the upper jaw in general are vicious desires, and the lower jaw is realization. The left side is more feminine in terms of the left side of the body connects the right brain, which is like emotional, vice versa. The left brain is analytical, and that's on the right side. So for me, the example of wishes and desires is the lady I've had recently placed or finished a zirconia implants. Because she was missing tooth number 6 and 7. She just lost them. And her story was that for years and years, she's now in her 40s. She's got a couple of kids, and she's just expressing is, these people become our family. So they really do tell you maybe more than they do tell to their partners or their family, because they do feel the trust to share this to us. And she was expressing to me talking about how she was never hurt in a relationship, never seen. It was all about pushing. Her partner was oriented very on like a masculine note in terms of, every weekend exercising, sports, like a high level sports, even for kids. And she started to see that even the kids, one of them is not dealing with that very well. But anyway, the relationship ended, and that was her like wishes and desires were not met, so she lost them. And interestingly enough, she lost 2 of the tooth on the lower right as well, which is the realization. So she didn't probably put in how to say it in English. Well, her life hasn't gone as she wished for, so she couldn't not realize, but realizationized it. So I find it fascinating, and we do speak to our clients about this as well. Also, her one of the front tooth, she's wearing braces as well and can't shift as well, and it's to do with emotional as well. So we were both laughing when, I read her, because she was like, I can't maybe even wear the braces for another half a year because the tooth keeps coming. So I read the symbolism and she was like, oh, I see.
And
anyway,
for me, guys, it's about how fascinating is this, how detailed it is out there, planned for us, or what the science we are not foreseeing. We know Western medicine very well, and we think, the body is a robot, but there is much beyond, much more than we can see. And I love the book from Michel Caffin, a French doctor, and the book is 30 years old, and she was looking into the many information before. So she was looking for somebody who was doing research in connection into the symbolism of the teeth, and also Taoism and
Chinese
homeopathy, Chinese medicine. So these modalities, which they were here much more longer than the Western medicine and the medications we have, because we're learning from the herbs and medicine, and from the symbols the body gives us.
So be sure when you remove the hidden infections from your body, not only you just get much better on a physical level, but you
Thyroid gland, back pain, all these disappear very quickly.
But you might get better on emotional level as well, or your purpose level, spiritual level. Okay, so that was it.
That was from the Boston morning time. Lots of runners around. So we wish you a very nice day, and we're looking forward to the next episode.
Take care.
Thank you for joining us on Healing Through Dentistry podcast. We hope today's conversation has inspired you to see your smile as the gateway to whole body well-being.
To stay connected, visit us on our website or follow us on social media.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could benefit.
Until next time, remember, healing starts with a smile.
Take care,
and we will see you in the next episode.